They married each other and lived happily ever after. And it was fun and it was great. Or wasn't it? Some people say that good relationships are actually boring without drama. Do you create drama? Or there is something else you can do to keep your fire burning and to keep loving each other and meeting each other every morning as if you've never met before and is the best person in the world. That takes time and effort to grow your relationships and to make it really great. Because living long together, when you know each reaction, when you can predict every word she says or every comment you make, is becoming not so interesting. So some people worry about how to keep the fire burning and they don't create long-term relationship exactly because of this, because they become bored. And some people say that, well, narcissists, and many of us are, can't love somebody longer than 3 years. And it takes essential personal growth of yourself to be able to sustain long-term relations with the same person. Because nowadays, some people say that we are living in the era of serial monogamy. We have a partner, we live with that partner for some time, then we find another partner and it's okay. No, it is not okay. And a lot of humans want to live with the same person many years, like our grandparents, great-grandparents, and other civilizations before today did. And that's how mankind actually survived as a type, as a species. So let's talk about happily ever after now. The first thing you need is to understand what you actually need in relationships. What is good relationship for you? What makes you happy? What makes you unhappy? And learn how to communicate that to your beloved. That's the hardest part. Learning how you say this actually with your mouth, not with your grudges, not with your temper, not with shouting, but in a normal tone, in a comfortable atmosphere, so she doesn't run away, so she doesn't hide under the table, but hears what you're asking. Well, some people say that learning more about love languages and understanding what makes another person happy and feel good really helps, of course. So learning should become your next nature. Learning how to build relationships, learning how to stay happy together, learning how to balance your moods and balance your anxiety and other emotional reactions on life. Because life is crazy sometimes. And we have stupid situations and we have our reactions on these stupid situations. Why do we have to bring it home and pour it on the poor head of our love partner? They don't deserve that. So, learning how to clean yourself from the anxiety of the day is another feature. Also, it really helps when you are watching happy couples. They sit in a restaurant and you're drinking coffee. Become attentive and watch how they interact, how he addresses her, how she responds, how they even argue. But look for good ways, because things, emotional things are contagious. As humans, we copy each other, and you copy what you see around. So if you believe that there are no good families, that's your reality. This is what you see, because you don't see good families. You don't recognize happy couples. Start finding them among your nearest friends, acquaintances, on TV, with films, colleagues. You don't have them? Are you sure? Well, we see what we tell our mind to see. So if you focus your attention to good couples, basically all you need to do is tell your brain, I want to see happy couples. I want to notice happy couples. I want to recognize happy couples. You will be surprised. You will see them. Okay, more. More is to keep flirting with each other and adding that emotional and sexual drive to your relationships and add colors to your intimate life. Experimenting in a safe way, of course, to the level that your partner accepts. Playing around and adding all that kind of good drama into your intimate life in the bedroom. All that works. Also, well, I have a whole list of things that men and women, by the way, have shared on our speaking club. It was a great event that we make bi-weekly when men and women meet and talk about a subject that I choose because this is part of building relationships between Ukrainian women and foreign men. And you learn more about Ukrainian culture, they learn more about your culture, you share emotional things, and we talk about psychology as well. So all this is to the benefit of men and women who want to learn more about good relationships and who want to be more successful in building their love story. So I've put down the key ideas that men and women shared, and I'm making this video basing on their thoughts, on my discovery, on my 28 years of experience as a matchmaker, and something else. So if you, by any reason, are not a client of marriagebynatalie.com, go to my website and sign up. And you will also be able to find your soulmate. But part of finding your soulmate is also learning more about Ukrainian culture, Ukrainian women, matchmaking and how it works. And it's an elite service that is a privilege to those men who have some more resources and have not enough time to be able to delegate this to professionals. So I'm addressing to you, successful and smart man who wants to invest his time and resources with the right people. I'm here. My name is Natalia Koval, marriagebynatalie.com. Learn more about me. So, more about building sustainable relationships. Of course, it is about fun and joking with each other and good sense of humor and even reading jokes online on your phone and finding good jokes, even making funny pranks with each other works and helps people connect stronger. Because when we laugh, we are not scared. When we laugh, we are relaxed and happy. Positive emotions make us stronger. And positive emotions are very good for immunity. So instead of being toxic and criticizing your partner, you can make her laugh. And the same message will be conveyed much faster and much easier. You understand, of course, that creating long-term relationship, it's a certain type of sacrifice. Yeah, I mean this, sacrifice, because you are sacrificing your attention to this particular person and other women exist as friends. You sacrifice your plans towards plans together rather than doing things on your own. You agree to compromise and to do things together and sacrifice to actually live together instead of being single, free spirit, doing whatever you want. And it's okay to be free spirit and do whatever you want. But that's not about a stable family relationships. By the way, learning of what it is to be in stable family relationships, reading books, watching videos, watching your friends, as I said before, is a big part of this process. Some people are celebrating anniversaries. Ukrainian women are very good at it. The day you met will be noted in her calendar and she will be telling you, it's been a month since we met. It's been 7 weeks since we met. So you send her flowers, or you bring her flowers if it's early stages of relationship and you really care about each other, or it's been a year since we met. Some people have lived together happily ever after for several years or for many years, and these people do vows renewal. And this is very special. This is what I did with my husband on our 25th anniversary. We called it Silver Wedding. We had guests. I put on my wedding gown, he put on a white suit, and we had a wonderful time in the company of the closest family. We were drinking champagne, we were having fun. And this type of vows renewal is reminding ourselves that we love each other, and actually traditional family values work. Learning more about traditional family values also works, but it's also like learning of what it takes to stay married. And connecting to happily married people, become part of the happily married community. There are a lot of different resources like Gottman's Institute, like other websites that support traditional family values and support the key life values that help you connect together. Honesty is a big part of being happily married. Nothing can be worse than a betrayal, and we know all. But honesty in simple things. For example, honestly understanding your plans for the day and not promising her that you will spend this evening together because you're crazy busy with your new, very important project. Communication, honesty, and physical contact. Physical contact exists in different levels. From going to a dancing class together and learning how to dance different types of dances, like ballroom dancing, which is more physical and it's more like sports, or salsa, bachata, which is more like intimacy and passion. So learn that as well. And all levels of physical contact. Even some people fight in a safe way with cushions from the sofa, but fight kindly, happily. They laugh together when they fight, and they just hit each other with a pillow, and they have fun because it doesn't hurt, and it's fun because they're fighting for peace. What else? Well, learn and practice, share and communicate, participate in events together, participate in events separately. You know, wedding is like the symbol of wedding are two rings that are like this, right? So this is what you have in common, and the other part of the ring is things that you do separately, because you have various interests besides your communication. And every day dedicate 10 minutes to talking to each other about something that is not related to children, household, cleaning, everyday routine. Something different. It can be intellectual, it can be emotional, it can be something you've seen and shared, a video, or music, anything that connects you besides your family. That works very well. And some people spend hours talking to each other. And this important and essential intellectual connection makes it work. So, but the main factor is telling yourself, now I'm happily married and I'm willing to stay married. I am willing to make every possible effort to make it work, and have self-discipline to follow what you agree to do. And every day waking up with a thought, what can I do to make her happy? What can I do to make her smile? What can I do to bring something interesting in our relationship and make it shine better? Creating these splashes in the so well-desired routine is essentially important, because that makes relationship work. Understanding the processes. My name is Natalia Koval. I have been connecting men throughout the world to Ukrainian women with the purpose of creating traditional families. My website is marriagebynatalie.com. Sign up, check it out, come to our free consultation with the client manager, and let's see how you can find the best soulmate available now and create a new love story, because everything is absolutely possible if you are actively working towards achieving your goal. See you!